looks like it was like trying to point up to the sky or something. It just said kaplooey. All right. But anyway, welcome to today's broadcast. I am your host, Teresa T. O. Matthew. I am the founder of Some Foods, the maker of Some Sweet, and that is the most spectacular sweetener that there is on the market, I like to say, because it helped me to kick my sugar addiction. Also, I am the founder of SAIR Nutritional Therapy, and that is the title of this broadcast, SAIRNT. It stands for Sugar Addiction is Real Nutritional Therapy. So I just want to welcome you all today. I just want to let you know that you can catch this broadcast, this rebroadcast of this, on all of your favorite podcast networks. And also, we're streaming live, so you can tell your family and your friends that we're streaming live on Facebook at SAIRNT and YouTube at SAIRNT. Also on Twitter at Some Sweet Foods and Instagram at Some Sweet Foods. Yes, 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 yes. Wonderful. All right. So, I don't know. I went out of the screen and I don't know if it stopped the actual. Sorry about that. I don't know if it actually stopped the broadcast or not, because when I came back it was a black screen. So I hope that it didn't do that. Because I really, I don't know. It's really new. It's still, new. I'm still trying to figure it out and stuff like that. And so, but anyway, want to remind you, drink your 4 bottles of water per day. It's 4 16-ounce bottles. It's a 16.9-ounce bottle. So you need to drink 4 of these per day to get enough fluid into you every day. Also, if you don't know what your risk is for type 2 diabetes, please go over to the American Diabetes Association. You can take a risk assessment over there, and that will help you to know what your risk is. All right. Also, for today, so I have been mentioning that yesterday I did tell us about that there is a recall on some ham products, but today there's another major drug. There's a major drug recall, and this company has recalled every medicine that it makes. So be sure and check your home. Now, it is products from let's see, Edge Pharma LLC. So the recall is because the products from there have sterility issues that can cause safety complications when used. And so they're recalling, let's see, they recall their containers, their IV bags, syringes, drop containers, vials, bottles, and jars as well. So you can, I'm going to, what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a link to this in the show notes or in the description below the video, so that you can just go to their website and look at a list of everything it is that they have that they're recalling. Because I pulled it up and was looking at the names, and it's like, how medicines are, with the, they have the name like, like, well, I won't even mention a name because it's not on the recall. But how they have the pharmaceutical name or the pharmacological name, and then they have the name that we call it, or the brand name. And so, yeah, it's a lot of pharmacological names, and what type of prescription medication you may have. And so you can just look and check your bottles against the list and see if it's there. There's also, I can mention that you can call the company's phone number, and I will call that out for you. That is 802-992-1178. So again, that's 1-802-992-1178. And this is this company is Edge Pharma LLC. So they're recalling. It's a sweeping recall involving all drugs compounded at and products from Edge Pharma LLC. So a bit of news for you all there. Also, remember the urgent meat call. There's 234 pounds of ham products There's also, again, there's some other recalls that are on this list. So I'm trying to pull them all open here because there are several recalls that are here on this list. So where we might have these items in our pantry, so I want to mention them to you. There's a serious recall issued for 19 delicious desserts. So so it just says throw them out now. So Kroger recently issued a recall for a variety of baked goods because of the possibility that the items may contain metal fragments. Specifically, the Kroger recall went into effect earlier this month, and if you've purchased baked goods from the grocery giant in recent weeks, you'll definitely want to take a closer look at the items, that are at issue. So, scrolling to give you what the items are. Let's see what they are. Cinnamon rolls in a 4 ounce and 2.5 ounce packages. White cake, chocolate cake, white vanilla cake, yellow vanilla cake, chocolate vanilla cake, yellow cake, bow tie Danish, cheese pocket, angel food cake, yellow fudge cake, red velvet cake, marble cake, chocolate fudge cake, single slices, yellow caramel cake, single slices, caramel apple double layer cake, Boston cream cake, double layer cake, raspberry cake, and party balloon cake. So they do have a list of the UPCs that go along with that. So if you would want to go to probably be best to go to the Kroger website, and that is there. So that's in the markets Kroger where Kroger is existing, where that is the grocery store in your area. So that's some news for some more information for you there. And then there's an urgent supplement recall as well. And it's caused by exploding bottles. So the FDA last month issued a recall for bottles of Candida Flush herb supplements from Mountain Meadow Herbs. So if you have that is being recalled. And the last bit of information I have here is new frozen veggies recall issue because people are breaking their teeth. And so you can see if you have any of these vegetables. So I'm trying to get the list to go to move the screens to move here because it's really wanting to move slow. So it's part of a bird's eye recall. There's a potential that some packages contain small rocks and metal fragments. So they are recalling broccoli tots from Bird's Eye brand. So the best buy dates to be aware of are August 19th through August 25th, August 11th, August 12th, and November 17th and November 10th. So, and those are for 2022. So those are the dates for that. But yeah. So again, if you have questions about that, you can call Bird's Eye at 1-800-921-7404. Okay, so I just wanted to make you all aware of that. We will get on to our regular scheduled broadcast because I feel it's important that if I have this information that I share it with you all, because you never know who may be listening. And even in the future, somebody may have purchased this, not heard anything, and still may have that in the freezer because you saw those dates are good up until November of 2022. So we just never know. So just remember, if you have those products, just go ahead and check with that and make sure that you don't have the one that's being recalled. Alrighty then, that completes that bit of housekeeping there. Now, what I want to talk to us about today. So we want to lose, a lot of us, we're struggling trying to lose weight, or which I call fat loss, right? So we're trying to lose fat, and there are some foods that can be absolutely beneficial in helping you to do that. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're going to talk about some of the best foods for weight loss, okay, or fat loss. Some of the best foods for that, and different ways that you can go ahead and incorporate those into your diet. Yes, so you can make some food swaps, you can think about the things it is that you don't, that's something that you want to eat, and then you can swap it out for something that may be a little bit more healthy. So as you're doing that, and this will also help you with portion control and things like that. So what are some things that um, foods that are good for weight loss? I'll just stick with the term for weight loss. It makes it a little easier for some of you all, because again, I say fat loss because there is you have weight consists of muscle, fat, and water. And muscle we don't have a problem with, and water we don't really have a problem with, unless we're like swelling and things like that. So that's some metabolic issues. But the problem that we really have is fat. But what are some foods that are good, good for this fat loss, or that we're trying to do? So some foods that good would be fiber, and most of the time 90% of us are not eating the recommended daily fiber intake of 30 grams. So we don't get enough fiber. And so that would be something we want to incorporate, some more fiber rich foods. So let's take a look. Let's see what we can do. Add some of these healthy foods to our diet. Nuts and seeds. Now I eat nuts just about every day. Um, not pistachios. I do have some. Why come I can't say that word? I do have some pistachios, but I also have pecans that I eat every day, and cashews that I eat every day. Now, cashews are higher in fat, and I know that. They would be higher in carbs as well. But I enjoy them, so I have them every day. Then they have not been a problem, with for me. But I have cashews every day, and I have pecans every day. I love pecans, or pecans, depending on where you're from. So, but nuts are a great snack, and just a handful a day is enough to deliver plenty of nutritional benefits. So, eating nuts can help you to control your body weight, and they can boost satiety. So that means they help you feel full after eating, and that's kind of the reason why I have those nuts every day. It's kind of one of the first meals that I have, the first things that I eat in the earlier on in the day, not in the morning, but earlier on in the day, when I start to feel a little hungry, start to feel a little famished, I'll eat some nuts, right? So, but let's talk about the types that are the best. Now, I mentioned what I like to eat, but that may not be the best. But that's what I like to eat. So chestnuts, they are the lowest fat and the lowest calorie, and almonds make a great snack. So almonds are really good. One study found that eating a handful of almonds daily instead of a high carbohydrate snack with equal calories helped to reduce belly fat. So there we go, and it significantly improved your cholesterol levels. So, and so we're going to get to the seeds. Chia, sunflower, and flax seeds can also be a part of a healthy weight loss program. So you would want to also look out for pumpkin seeds, because those are really good as well, because they're packed with zinc. So, and that's important to help your body burn the fat. So nuts and seeds. You notice my pecans aren't on that, aren't on the list, and neither are cashews, because they are higher in fat and in carbohydrates. All right, so what else can you add? You can add berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, cranberries, raspberries. These are nature's superfoods. These are superfoods, and they're excellent foods for weight loss. So they can be fresh, or they can be frozen, or they can be freeze dried. Just notice when I say freeze dried. Yes, so they can be freeze dried. So they're low in calories and they're high in fiber. Why? Because most of everything that I named got those little seeds in it. Because you guys know that I don't really like those little seedy things in there. But that's your fiber right there. So there's plenty of fiber in them, and they won't make your blood sugar soar, which is huge, 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 major importance. It will not make your blood sugar soar. So they're also rich in antioxidants, flavonoids, and they have anti-inflammatory effects. So you can mix them with your oats. The way you can put them in your diet, you can mix them with your morning oats, or you can use them in the blender and make a nutritious smoothie. Yes. So what else can you add in your diet? White cod. I absolutely love codfish. That's my favorite one. I make it with lemon and butter, and I usually like it like that, lemon and butter. Make a sauce out of. I cook it so that it has a sauce on it, and then I used to mix it with pasta. I haven't found anything really to mix it with, but I could put that sauce and spoon it over the pasta. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But you know, oh well. But cod is really good if you want to fill up on more protein, foods that will aid in your weight loss. That is a great lean fish to consider. So cod is a good source of high quality protein, and it's light enough to enjoy for lunch. Now I used to eat it on a sandwich as well. Just have make a sandwich out of it. It makes an excellent fish sandwich. Research has revealed that people who ate this fish for lunch consumed 11% less food at dinner compared to those who ate beef for their midday meal. So see how much longer it will allow you to be satiated. All right, this is one I think that everybody will love: chocolate. Chocolate lovers, you can nibble on your chocolate and it won't derail your diet. but you should stick to dark chocolate and or chocolate with a high cacao content rather than milk chocolate. This is because cacao is nutrient dense and packed with antioxidants, and it can help lower blood pressure, combat clogged arteries, and reduce the risk of stroke. So that's dark chocolate. And so, in fact, there was a study, research found that eating 40 grams of chocolate for 2 weeks boosted performance during short bursts of moderate intensity exercise. I got a tickle in my throat. Excuse me. All right. The next one is yogurt and fermented foods. Now, I love fermented foods. I used to make kefir or kefir, however you want to say it, years ago. And it is the king or the champagne of yogurts. And I used to make that years ago. And I'm going to start back to producing that as well. But I used to make it as in different ways, like Greek style, as well as smoothies, as well as or drinking version, as well as a frozen version. So, but anyway, fermented foods are those that have gone through the natural preservation process to promote the growth of good bacteria. Foods in this group include sauerkraut, kimchi, kombucha, miso, kefir, and yogurt. And they all have live cultures. So that's the most important thing, is that they have live cultures. When these foods are eaten, the good bacteria act as a probiotic and it helps to naturally support our gut microbiome. So that's what's important about this. And then this in turn can improve your digestion and help to ease bloating, excessive gas, and abnormal bowel movements. So when you're shopping for fermented foods, you want to find the best ones in the refrigerated section, because you want them from the refrigerated section, because pasteurization and canning of these foods can kill the probiotics. So you kind of want to get them as close to as how they're made as possible. So the next food that we can add is avocados, and not all fat is bad fat, because avocados are a great source of good fat. So you know, they should be on the menu if you are trying to lose weight. And in fact, a lot of the keto people, keto type dieters, and those who are on that type of diet, they do eat avocados, because avocados contain soluble and insoluble fiber, and that feeds your gut microbiomes as well, or microbes as well. And it helps to move food through the digestive system. So you can add it to your morning toast. You can put it in a salad at lunchtime. And by the way, 146 grams of this superfood, avocados, contains 10 grams of fiber. So you'll be well on your way to hitting that 30-gram target with just a little old avocado. Now, a lot of you are going to love this one, coffee and tea. But coffee, there's no need to ditch your morning coffee, because caffeine can help speed up your metabolism, and that increases the rate at which your body burns fat. And so another study found that both black and green tea can help to combat obesity. So, you know, I like tea rather than, I can't drink coffee. So, I used to love coffee, but coffee knocks me completely out. Something about coffee and me, it puts me to sleep, and then I wake up, all jittery, 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 But, but if so, caffeine isn't my friend. So, and I can't even do decaf. Actually, I heard somewhere that decaf actually has more caffeine or something than even the caffeinated. So, I don't know, but I can do decaf. So, and both tea and coffee are calorific, so they don't have calories like that. So if if you add lots of milk and sugar and artificial flavorings and syrup to it, then hey, you just killed all of the benefits that were there at first. So if you thought, wow, coffee is great, you can get you a sugary filled latte. No, ma'am. No, you can't. You want to stick to black coffee and add a dash of fresh plant based milk, something like that, or just a regular milk alternative, or regular milk. But you definitely don't want to get with the high sugar coffees. All right. Kale. Did anybody say kale? Kale, y'all. Each green vegetable has its own benefits, and kale is the queen of greens. So, kale is tops. It has vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, and minerals such as calcium, potassium, and magnesium. That's just some of its boosting properties. So it's really, really good. Kale also provides with some fiber, so that'll help you get toward your 30 grams. So it has around 2 to 4 grams of fiber per 100 grams. So you can add kale to a side salad at dinner, or you can pop it in a smoothie with fruit if you prefer a sweeter taste, but you still get the same benefits. So kale, 100 grams of kale is going to give you 2 to 4 grams of fiber. So that's really great. Plus all the other nutrients that we mentioned. So kale. So you can still eat eggs on this when you're trying to lose weight. You can eat eggs, you know, unless you're, if you're vegan, then just close your ears, close your ears. Eggs are high in protein, they're low in calories, and they have been shown to help boost your metabolism. So it's a great food for weight loss. So you can start your day by having one for breakfast. And the best way to try and get your eggs is to get the range free one but they're more expensive. I know, But um, it's still a great source of protein and other micronutrients. So range free eggs is a suggestion, but if you can't get that, just get you just an egg, a farm raised egg. What else? Ginger root. So I've said this before, I like ginger snaps and I like ginger ale. But I don't really like ginger in and ginger tea. Yeah, ginger tea. So I like ginger kind of by itself like that. But anything else I don't like it. But it's great in sauces and marinades. And of course as a tea and in smoothies. Um, and it's a good food for weight loss because it contains powerful anti-inflammatory properties that aid digestion and circulation. And so there have been several studies about the compounds in this fiery root. And yes, it is spicy. It has that different kind of spice, but it is spicy. And so, yeah, so there's the compounds have been linked to healthy weight management, So you can get it fresh at your grocery store. If you just look for it, you can get it fresh and you can just grate some into your smoothies or into your recipes or just use it to make the ginger tea or ginger ale. Legumes is the next thing that is on the list. So legumes are also known as pulses. So this food is already sitting in your kitchen cabinet because I already know that we got some legumes and everybody got some in their kitchen cabinet. Um, Lentils, kidney beans, chickpeas, we got them there. So they are a great source of high fiber carbohydrate. So, and they have a low GI, which is the glycemic index. And so that means that they release their sugars more slowly into your body so that you feel full for longer. And, they're also, they also have fiber and they can help you stay full as well. And how do you do them? Everybody knows what you can do with beans. Soups, curries, wraps, salads. I love beans and I love to have beans in a salad, or like if I have like a taco type salad, have black beans in there, pintos. Yeah, yum yum. I'm thinking of trying to use beans for another kind of snack. I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm going to try. So I got some great things that I'm planning on to just test with some beans. All right, so turmeric. This root is a superfood and it's a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, and it's been used medicinally for thousands of years. So, and it does have some weight loss benefits. It contains a polyphenol. Um, Turmeric contains the polyphenol curcumin, and research shows this is linked to weight loss. So, and studies have found that consuming curcumin led to a significant reduction in body mass index, weight, waist circumference, and leptin, which is the hormone that plays a role in obesity. So you can add turmeric to pretty much anything, whether it's, if you like tofu, you can add it there. You can put it in your eggs. Remember, I already said we have an egg in the morning. Put a little turmeric on there, some rice. You can add some soups. You can even just add a dash to your morning smoothie. Now, I know I think my mom uses turmeric in a tea that she makes. So, yeah, so you can use turmeric. Turmeric is great. This next one I don't really care for, but that doesn't mean that you don't. Sardines. Yes, sardines, they're packed with protein and vital omega-3 fatty acids. So they're good sources of vitamin D and iron, and they also help reduce inflammation in the body. And that's important because that's important in the fight against weight gain and obesity. If you have inflammation in your body, that'll tend to cause you to gain weight as well. So, yeah, that little fish, it's low on the food chain. So, and low in pollutants such as mercury and that accumulate in the larger fish. So because it's so low, yeah, it doesn't have as much mercury, which is really good. But, you know, how do you do sardines? I don't know. I know somebody who used to eat sardines with crackers and a little hot sauce, you know. Um, but I mean, you could have a salad, you know. Can't really tell you how to eat sardines because I don't eat them. But I remember that a friend used to eat them with sardines with crackers and some hot sauce. So mm, maybe you could put them in a salad or something. All right. So what about this one? Cardamom. I don't even know where you would get this stuff. But cardamom. So taking care of your tummy is important when you're trying to lose weight. So this promotes good gastro health. So it's like in the ginger family, and it's a powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. And so if you have it has a long medicinal history for gastrointestinal problems. So you can toast the cardamom seeds and you can add them to salads or curry. You can grind them up and add a little to your sauces and tea. And you know what? I'm going to get some of this and I'm going to try it because I've never had it. That I can think of. I might have and didn't know it, but I'm going to definitely get this and try this because it's a power anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. And when I try it, I hope I remember to come back and share with you all that I tried this. All right. Now we all can do this. It's chicken broth. And we know, when you get sick in the hospital, they do bring you, there's some of the things that, of course, when you're in the hospital, it's because you're sick. But when you're having trouble eating and stuff, they always bring you broth. So chicken broth is a food that's been used in folk medicine for years, and even regular, hey, they bring us chicken broth in when we're even just regular in the hospital, right? So when you make chicken or turkey soup from scratch, you can boil the bones, to make the stock, and the broth is full of goodness. A bowl of it may also help you to lose weight. So research revealed that a cup of chicken bone broth contains more protein than regular chicken soup. hmm So that's why they're giving it to us, because it's got more protein than regular chicken soup. So it will fill you up for longer and support a calorie controlled diet as well. So, even if if you just want to get something quick in to eat, and you want to, it's winter time now, it's cold, you want to have something before you go out and play in the snow or all that, chicken broth. It's great. It's full of protein, and it will give you plenty of energy. More protein than a chicken soup. Isn't that amazing? Apples next on the list. So apples are a great source of fiber, and it also includes pectin, and that can help you to stay full for longer. So one apple has 77 calories, and that makes it a great replacement for high calorie snacks to help with weight management. So instead of potato chips, grab some apple chips, or grab an apple and crunch on an apple. So the antioxidant level um, in a Granny Smith apple has it ranked at like number 13 on the list of 100 of more than 100 antioxidant rich foods according to the USDA. They tested the levels of more than 100 foods, and Granny Smith apples ranked 13. Now, Granny Smith apples are a little bit more on the sour side, I think, They're not like the super sweet ones, but delicious apples. So cinnamon is also on this list. You can sprinkle cinnamon over your cereal, over your porridge and rice. You can add it to hot drinks, of course. You can make cinnamon hot cocoa, right? You can put it in smoothies. So it's got great health benefits. And so cinnamon helps to prevent an increased storage of fat, which is really good. But it's also believed to help speed up the metabolism while lowering your blood sugar levels. Because we've talked about this before, as for people who are like diabetics, and we talked about the different types of cinnamon and the better types of cinnamon to have. So, but it's been closely linked to weight. So it's shown to help to speed up your metabolism and lower your blood sugar, and that helps to control your weight. So cinnamon, and I do believe that from our previous thing, it's this I can't think of the two types of cinnamon now, but the Ceylon cinnamon, Ceylon cinnamon, which is the better cinnamon to get. All right, so extra virgin olive oil. So not all oils are bad, and we've said that before. I think we talked about oil just the other day, but extra virgin olive oil is great for weight loss as well. So you can cook with it. You can drizzle it on your foods. It's said that people who consume olive oil as a regular part of their diet are less likely to develop cardiovascular disease that includes stroke, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol. And it can also help to regularize carbohydrate metabolism and dampen down spikes in blood sugar. So that's olive oil. Olive oil. It's a great oil that you can use. This makes every list, and it y'all can have it. Chili peppers. Oh my goodness. Capsaicin is a compound that's found in the chili peppers, and it's the thing that gives the jalapenos, the habaneros, the chipotles, and cayenne their fiery kick. And y'all can have it. I can't do the spice, but consuming capsaicin increases your body temperature, which increases metabolism. So your body has to work harder to maintain its normal temperature, and therefore it burns more calories to do this. So it's great, but my palate can't handle it. So, I don't like if you're like me and you don't like hot food or chili, you'll steer clear of this one, which I most definitely, that's why I said y'all can have it. But if you like chili peppers, you can create a whole range of dishes. You can just add it to anything and everything. Chili peppers. And salmon. So when it comes to protein foods for weight loss, this one is always on the list. Number one reason is because it's exceptionally high in omega-3 fatty acids. So that's why it always makes the list, because it's it's good with the fats that we need, and that means it's going to help you have less inflammation in your body, increase cardiovascular health. It's going to improve your metabolism, and all of that helps with weight loss, right? So how do you cook salmon? I cook it for my family that really, really loves salmon. I like it as croquettes, right? So croquettes. But that's one way that you can make it is salmon croquettes. But you can bake it, you can fry it, you can grill it. Yay! You all know what you could do with salmon, and you can serve it with anything from rice to noodles, green beans, Brussels sprouts, salmon. So that is really, really wonderful. Now, the next one on the list is oats. So, and we talked about oats a while back here too. Not too long ago, we talked about oats and the different types of oats, and the different cuts of oats and how they actually get to be rolled oats and all of that. but it's just simple. You know, oats. And remember, we said the more refined that the oats are, so the quicker the cooking, the the more carbohydrates that are in there, the more easier it's going to spike your insulin, right? Yeah. So, but so oats, they're, you know, full of fiber, and it's a good food for weight loss as well. So of course, most everybody has them for breakfast, you know. So, and you can also mix them with berries. You can mix them with, you can mix the oats with the cinnamon, with the chocolate. We mentioned dark chocolate earlier, so you can mix your oats with the dark chocolate. You know, cinnamon was already on the list, so there you go. Cinnamon, chocolate. Hey, you and your oats, man, you're eating good. But eating, you can have rolled oats or muesli mix. You know, you can put flaxseed on it as well. So, and some fruit. So, and that's going to give you about 15 grams of dietary fiber if you do that first thing in the morning. So you're halfway there, right? So that's a great way to start the day with oats. Now, if you're like me, I really don't like oatmeal, but if I could get it in some sort of cookie form, you know, then I would eat it that way really, really easy. I like it drier and not wet. So, you know, some way to kind of put the oats together, dry them out, and then I could eat them first thing in the morning. That would work for me. And that would give, yeah, actually mix it with the chocolate. I'm thinking. Mix it with the chocolate with some cinnamon. Yes. And then have that first thing in the morning so you can get your 15 grams of dietary fiber, and that's, you're halfway there with your need for dietary fiber. So what do you guys think? What do you think about that? I mean, those are some foods that you can eat that will that you can add to your your daily diet. You can make out some swaps and some changes and try, put them in there. Again, take one thing out, add something else in. And I think I've given you about 20 or so different foods that you could eat. Now, if you ate all 20, you know, you'll be doing great. You'll be doing great. So that's all that I have for today. But just think about that. All these wonderful foods and things that we can add to our diet to help us to lose weight, to help us to that will help us to burn fat, so, and keep us full in the process. Now I know that some people is like, I ain't trying to hear this right now because my holidays are coming and I'm gonna eat good. But I know you might not want to hear that now. You might not want to hear it now because every day at work is a holiday party, right? Especially on Fridays, it's like it's donut. Every day is donut day and all of that good stuff, right? Because people are trying to celebrate. But come January 1, everybody, or December 31st, everybody's going to make that resolution for January 1 to start their diet and try and get it off, to kick off the new year right. And this way, just come back and listen to this because I gave you a list of 20 plus foods that's going to help you to be able to set your self up for success in the new year, right? All right. Well, this is that's what you can do. You can make those delicious tweaks to your diet and boost your metabolism by enjoying delicious foods. Well, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. Again, if you can catch the rebroadcast of this on HAPS at SAIRNT, because it will be there. You can also go look for the video. If you're looking for the video, you can go to YouTube at SAIRNT or Facebook at SAIRNT. You can also go to it streams. We streamed it live on Instagram at Some Sweet Foods and Twitter at Some Sweet Foods. And if you want to catch the audio version only, because you say, hey, I don't want to see you. I just want to listen. I don't want to look. You can catch it on all of your favorite, wherever you listen to your podcasts at. So on any podcast streaming app, I'm there. And that's at SAIRNT, SAIRNT, SAIR Nutritional Therapy, which means sugar addiction is real nutritional therapy. It is there. Again, if you want to get a hold of the sweetener, the best sweetener that there is on the market, I say, maybe somebody else will say it with me. That is some sweet. You can get that at SUMSWEET.com. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate you. Oh, just one last little note. We do have some guests that are coming next week. And so on Tuesday, I have the guest is going to be Sharon Naimi, and she's an Ayurvedic practitioner. And then on Thursday is Marcus Wright. He's a holistic health counselor. So, yes, wonderful, wonderful guests coming next week. So, I really appreciate you all. I just want to say you all have a great, happy, and safe weekend. Until next time, peace and blessings.